There are reports that F1 wants to buy Indycar and use it as an American feeder series for Formula One, which I think is a terrible idea for everyone involved. I mean, it might work for F1 and it might get more American drivers into F1, but for IndyCar, I mean, it's a shocking idea because IndyCar is its own premier series. It's a pinnacle of motorsport in its own right. It's America's premier series. It's got top drivers, and there's just a general disrespect from the FIA and Formula One towards IndyCar. If you look at the super license points, the same amount of super license points are awarded for Formula 2 and IndyCar. And drivers who have driven in both series have said that IndyCar is clearly harder, clearly more competitive, and clearly should be worth more super license points, which it absolutely should, because it's a pinnacle itself. It's got its own feeder series. It is a career destination for people, whereas Formula 2 is not a career destination for people, unless you're Ralph Boschung. But there's always been a disrespect from IndyCar from Formula 1 towards IndyCar, which is sad to see because they're two series that could work really well, together to just grow motorsport totally. They don't need to be at odds with each other. The FIA need to stop needing to be so incestuous with everything and trying to keep everything inside their little circle where Formula 3 feeds Formula 2. I'm pretty sure if you win Formula 3, it's worth more than finishing third in IndyCar or fourth in IndyCar, which is crazy. That's crazy. And it's just because the FIA want to keep things in-house and in their little circle where they control everything and make it look like they're the only form of motorsport that matters, and F1 is the most entertaining form of motorsport, which at the end of the day, the racing, it's not. IndyCar is a lot more entertaining. IndyCar just doesn't seem to have the same coverage around the drama and the drivers and the storylines, which is really what makes F1 so popular, But yeah, it's just, I don't know if it's going to happen, right? It's a rumor, and it's the quietest couple of weeks that we've had in a long time in Formula One, where we're in a season where there's no competition for the championship, and we've had 4 weeks off racing in the middle of the season. So obviously stories are going to come out, old stories like the London Grand Prix surfaced, and now we've got this surfacing. Don't know how true it really is, but it brings up a general issue of the disrespect from the FIA outwards to other series like IndyCar, because IndyCar should be recognised as, almost an equal to Formula One. Why shouldn't it be? What I don't understand why IndyCar and F1 can't be equal. IndyCar, if you drive an IndyCar, you've definitely got a more diverse set of skills than a Formula One driver, because you're doing ovals and you're doing road courses as well, and those cars are a lot harder to drive. It seems to be a lot more physical in IndyCar. I don't know, the disrespect is unfortunate, because these two series should be hyping each other up. They should love each other, and IndyCar seems receptive to Formula One, and you see a lot of IndyCar drivers who would like to give it a go in Formula One, and it doesn't seem the same the other way around. I get it, and I know Marcus Armstrong was saying that the average IndyCar salary is higher than the average Formula One salary, which that would attract drivers too. I don't know why Daniel Ricciardo maybe didn't go do an IndyCar season. I know he wants to stay around the F1 paddock. Anyway, another example of the disrespect from the FIA to IndyCar is not giving Colton Herta the super license points. Colton Herta should have been in F1 this season, but the FIA wouldn't award him a license because he didn't have the super license points, which is just fucking bullshit, to be honest, because he's driving in a series of a higher level, competing at a higher level than anyone in Formula 2 last year. It pisses me off, to be honest, because it's just the FIA keeping things inside their incestuous little circle and not accepting anything outside of it because they want to keep control of everything. It's like the royal family. The FIA are like the royal family, where no, we couldn't have something external coming in here. We got to keep it all in-house, you know. Ridiculous carry on from the FIA. I hope it changes, and soon. Award more points for IndyCar than Formula 2, for fuck's sake. Come on.